Let's face it, not everyone is going to be successful in network marketing. In fact, I'm sure you've probably heard some of the critics say, or many of the critics, whether these are people you know in your life or whether they're, people online that say, oh, very few people make money in those things. Only the people at the top are the ones that are making the money, while everyone else is just, they're just getting taken advantage of, right? I'm sure you've heard that, probably, lots of times over the years, especially if you are brand new and you've got, someone that, isn't, I guess, fully supported, or if you hear people online that are against, the industry, they say, only those at the top are making money, and, it's, 99% of people don't make money with those things. But for that reason, I thought I'd come on here and discuss why I believe most people fail in network marketing. These are, I'd say, the three biggest reasons, in my opinion, as to why I believe that most people fail in network marketing. So anyways, before I really get into things, how's it going? This is Ari here with another live stream. It's currently 9:23 as I'm going live. You may have noticed I have a bit of a different recording angle going on. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just decided to, change things up a bit. But anyways, I got my laptop here. I got a few notes that I've taken, and I'm gonna just, really jump right into things. If you are tuning into this live, wait, did I say that already? If you're tuning into this live, be sure to let me know who you are and where you are tuning in from. And if you're seeing this on a replay, be sure to put a hashtag replay in the comments. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into things. So the very first reason, and this is something that I've been seeing quite often, over the past few months, or actually, I'd say for pretty much the entire time that I've been in the industry, is that I see a lot of people doing this, and it's something that honestly just annoys me quite often, actually. People who overhype their products, their product lineup. This is something that I personally just do not understand whatsoever. I mean, I guess, if you are, promoting any sort of product, you should be passionate about it. You should be actually using the product. Otherwise, if you aren't, necessarily passionate about what it is that you are promoting, or, what it is that you have to offer, of course, people, they're going to see right through that, essentially. You got to be passionate about what it is that you are, promoting, or, sharing with others. But when it when it becomes a problem is when people, they feel the need to, overhype the product as if it's like this amazing thing that like you have to have in your life. Like, I've had people, message me in Messenger, and I want you to let me know if you've ever had someone, try and convince you into, buying their product because it's, that amazing. But I've had people in Messenger, or just or in other chatting sort of sites or whatever, but people who they feel the need to try and talk about how great their product is. And I'm sure the product is great, but many people, they feel the need to try and make their product seem as if like it's like this like this really unique thing that like you have to have, and it's just not something you want to do. This is because for me, when I see it, it is a huge red flag, and it just kind of screams like commission breath, really. It's like, obviously we all know that if it was just another product that you could find in a store, like just another, like for instance, if you're promoting like, an energy drink or something like that, or some sort of, health and wellness related product that is, supposed to make you feel more energized, many people, they would feel the need to, say like, this, I'm feeling, better than I've ever have in my entire life. And if you want to, feel like super amazing and stuff, you have to have this thing in your life. But let's face it, if that was just another product, that you'd find in, your local store, would you be going that crazy over it? Probably not, because, if you have the ability to, earn commissions off promoting the thing, then of course, many people, they'll feel the need to, overhype the product, and that's just not something you want to do, especially if you are looking to, have long-term success in network marketing. So that's definitely something to avoid. That is the first reason as to why, many network marketers fail. But the second reason is that thinking anyone and everyone is a prospect. Let's just get this out of the way. Not everyone is going to be interested in what it is that you have to offer. Not everyone is going to need what it is that you have to offer. And not everyone's going to be interested in network marketing in general. Network marketing, just not everyone wants to do it. It's just not for everyone. Some people, they like to say, oh, anyone can succeed in this. Anyone can, jump in and, do this. But, it's not something that everyone wants to do. Some people prefer, working a 9-to-5 job. Some people prefer, some people might prefer a different business model altogether. Maybe some people, are just looking for something else. Not everyone is going to be interested in, what it is that you have to offer, or, or the income opportunity. It's really, all a matter of, what, others actually want to do. It's all about essentially finding people that, they are already looking for what it is that you have to offer, and essentially helping them with getting in the right direction. That's really what it should be about. It should never be about, approaching anyone and everyone, because for one, it wastes a lot of your time, and, it's also wasting their time. You don't want to be convincing, you don't want to be spending, too much time with trying to, talk, essentially talk it into everyone, to join whatever it is that you're doing. It's just not something you want to do. And, it's always better to, focus on people who actually are looking for what it is, who are already, interested in what you have to offer, than to, try and talk to everyone you can and, see, especially, nowadays with the internet, there's so many people you can connect with, and, so many people that you could, build relationships with. There's really no need to, spend all that time, going and messaging every single profile you see, or talking to everyone you see in person. That's just not something that you should really focus on. But that's the second mistake that many people make. The third one is refusing to brand yourself. This is something that I myself have put off for quite a while, actually. I'd say for the first 6 months, even more than that, actually, like almost a full year, I essentially was just kind of relying on, just the products that I had, and, just the income opportunity. And I thought that if I just show this to enough people that, someone's going to be interested, right? Well, that is kind of what I was told in the beginning, from, when I first joined. I was going through some of the training resources, and, I was told, oh yeah, just, drive traffic to this page, and, just start talking to a bunch of people in Messenger, and, start up these conversations. And, if you show this to enough people, eventually people are going to want to work with you. But here's the bottom line. If you aren't, well, the main thing you've got to keep in mind is that whatever it is that you're promoting, and this goes for any business opportunity that you are in, there are hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of other people that are promoting your exact same products, your exact same income opportunity. And if you aren't asking yourself the question, what makes me different than everyone else, then, it's going to be very hard for you to actually get, above average results. In order to actually become, in order to have any chance at being in that 1%, as I mentioned, in the beginning of this video, is that you have to think about what it is that makes you different from everyone else that's promoting your same thing. Are you offering additional benefits as to why people should join your team? Are you going out there and putting value out there on a consistent basis to your audience? Or are you just kind of, sending people to your opportunity and just kind of hoping that, that alone is enough to essentially make people want to join you? And this is especially important, when you are building your business online. You've got so much competition out there. You've got so many people that are promoting the same thing that you're doing. And, anytime you show your business opportunity to someone, here's what tends to happen. This is what, many people, they often do. They'll look at what it is that you have to offer, and they'll think, okay, this looks kind of cool. And this is considering that they do have some sort of interest in joining you. They can go on Google, or they can go on YouTube, and they could search up your company name. They could search up, for reviews, obviously, right? And what tends to happen is either they will find, some negative reviews of people, calling your company a scam and saying, you should stay away from this thing. This is a illegal pyramid scheme. You don't want to join this. Very few people make money in those. Here, join my other free program instead that, just, do these surveys or whatever. Or something stupid like that, right? And then, it essentially, takes your potential buyers away from you and then on to, something else. Either that, or they find, another member in your same company that, is, providing additional benefits as to why you should join them instead of, yourself, and then they end up joining with someone else. And, that is something that tends to happen to many people who, they don't have their brand built up. And for this reason, that you definitely want to be focusing on building your brand up and, providing additional value out there so that others are actually attracted to you and actually want to know more about what it is that you're doing. And from there, you could actually point them in, the right direction. You could show them what it is that you are doing. And then from there, they could decide whether or not that is a fit for them. And that approach it's been proven to be much more effective than, just relying solely on, prospecting, one-on-one and just kind of hoping that showing your products and opportunity to people is just going to get them to join your team or whatever. It's just, you definitely want to be focusing on building your brand. It's just so important nowadays that, if you want any sort of chance, at long-term success in network marketing, building your brand is definitely a must. But anyways, those are my 3 tips there. And actually, I have a bonus tip. I have a 4th tip that I want to mention. It is quitting too soon. So in the beginning of this video, I kind of started off with saying, how, you probably heard critics say that, oh, very few people make money in those things. Only the top 1% make money. 99% of people never make money in those things. And in all honesty, do you believe that it's because of luck, or is it because people don't commit? I mean, let's just be completely real here. Most people who decide to start any sort of business, they don't fully commit. They come in with the mindset of, thinking that if they join a specific business opportunity or a specific course, that they're just going to instantly start making money right away. And that's just not the mindset you want to come in with, because in order to actually see long-term results, you have to be willing to actually show up on a daily basis. It could be for weeks, it could be for months, it can be for well over a year, where you aren't earning, consistent income because, it takes time to actually learn the skills necessary in order to see the results. And that's kind of the thing with anything worthwhile, really. Anything worthwhile, what is the way to... Nothing worthwhile comes easy, I think is the best way to put it, right? It's just, if you want to actually change your life for the better, and you actually want to really, make a much, more positive change in your life, in the long run, you got to be willing to actually stick at it long enough. You got to be willing to fully commit, and, you got to be willing to actually take the time to learn the skills necessary to, look at what it is that, the successful people are doing, in your industry, and you got to be willing to take notes and actually learn and implement new things on a daily, consistent basis. And if you do that, if you actually fully commit and you decide that, you're going to stick at it, you're not going to, quit after a week or two of not seeing results, then, at that point, you will have a much better chance of actually, succeeding in the industry. And that's really the main point that I want to make here, is that, whatever it is that you're going for, this doesn't just go for network marketing, but this goes for anything that you go for, really. If you want to actually succeed, you got to, of course, be in it for the long run. You cannot just, expect to, change your life right away. It just doesn't work that way. But anyways, that's really my 3 or 4 reasons there actually as to why most people fail in network marketing. I really hope you got value out of this. If you did, be sure to let me know what you thought. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up or a heart. And of course, if you are interested in, building your network marketing business online, and you want to learn more, online strategies where you could start learning attraction marketing, and you want to start, building your brand. If you aren't exactly sure of where to get started in terms of building your brand, I do have a free course you can get access to. It is my Attraction Marketing Bootcamp. It talks all about, attracting the right prospects to you, and essentially, it helps you with, building your brand up. So if that's something that you are interested in learning more about, then I will have, if you're watching this on a replay, I will have the a link or a button somewhere below this video, either in the comments or just right below this video. If you want access to that, you can go ahead and check that out there. Otherwise, if you are tuning into this live, you can go ahead and comment info, and what I'll do is I'll send that over to you in Messenger. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's live. Hopefully you got value out of this, and take care.